McMullen Winsand to come forward. You are looking at a workhorse track athlete. Breanna contributed team points in 5 events, at the 2003 Conference Outdoor Championship. In 2002, she won gold medals in both the 100-meter high hurdles and 400-meter intermediate hurdles. She is one of only 3 women in conference history that have accomplished that double in a single meet. Not only did she double in that meet, but set a conference record in the 100 highs. Breanna did not have a normal collegiate athletic career. She spent her first 3 semesters at UWEC, where she earned 5 conference medals and 3 All-American honors. After her transfer, she had 2 outstanding seasons as a Blue Gold. Then she set out 1 year to work on her grades in the very difficult UWEC nursing program. She missed the indoor season as a senior, but came back for a very successful outdoor campaign in which she scored in 4 events and was named the Conference Co-Scholar Athlete of the Year. Although her plaque might only show her Blue Gold accomplishments, her overall collegiate performance is spectacular, with 10 All-American finishes, 7 conference golds, and 8 silver medals. At one time, she held 6 different UWEC school records. Tracy Yango, her Blue Gold track coach, has fond memories of Breanna both on and off the track. She said that Breanna spent a lot of time on the indoor track practicing starts to the first and acceleration drills. She said Breanna never tired and always wanted to do more. She called her quirky, funny, and fierce. She said there were moments of euphoria on the track and times of utter disappointment. Despite the outcome, Yango said Breanna was relentless and driven. While she provided thrills of victory on the track, Yango said she provided many laughs on the sidelines. A plus for Coach Yango was that Breanna was a nursing major who helped her through hand, foot, mouth disease and with her eye attacks. Even before graduating cum laude in nursing, Breanna worked in the neuropediatrics trauma unit at Mayo as a CNA. Her nursing experiences are widespread with stints in obstetrics and gynecology, labor and delivery, critical care, medical, surgical, oncology, and post-anesthesia. At present, she is a certified clinical and documentation specialist serving the entire Mayo system. She's also the founder and president of Angels Embrace to help the grief process for families experiencing a stillbirth or miscarriage after suffering her own stillbirth. And she is the mother of 4 very active elementary, middle, and high school kids. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with pleasure and pride that I congratulate and present Breanna McMullen Winsand as a new inductee into the Blue Gold Hall of Fame.
Good evening, everybody. This is really, I'm truly humbled and honored to have been selected for this award. I first have to say congratulations to everybody else who's been honored tonight, and for the Hall of Famers who will be presented after me. And I do need to add that Roger and Sue are the most amazing people I have met. They are so very good to our family and our children. So they're well deserving of their award tonight. This recognition for me is not just about the victories, it's about the resilience and perseverance I learned as a Blue Gold that taught me how to handle adversity, not just in athletics, but in every aspect of life. Reflecting on my time as an athlete, I've come to realize that the setbacks were just as important as the achievements. The lessons I learned here have shaped how I approach challenges and taught me valuable lessons about rising after failure, persevering through hardships, and embracing adversity as part of the process. Becoming a Blue Gold wasn't easy for me. As Bob noted, I transferred from UW Lacrosse in the middle of my sophomore year season after being accepted into the nursing program. Joining a new team in the middle of the season was very challenging as I questioned whether I'd be welcomed in or if I'd even fit in. It was through that uncertainty and change that I realized how crucial perseverance and resilience are when you're faced with adversity. While I was in my prime, I found myself in a new position, second best to a close teammate. This was a very difficult thing for me to navigate. While these feelings are often considered taboo, I wouldn't necessarily say it's unexpected, especially at the collegiate level of competition. Ultimately, this experience taught me the importance of humility and the value of teamwork. That teammate, Miss Jennifer Stassling, Reimer Stassling, ended up standing up at my wedding and now is one of my closest friends. In fact, our kids attend the same school and we continue to support each other through their journeys. This is the power of Blue Gold athletics. Through adversity, we can form lasting bonds and feel stronger together. Balancing academics, athletics, and a part-time job at the hospital was very challenging. And after failing the nursing course in my junior year, I made the devastating decision to step away from track and focus on my studies. I was so ashamed about having to repeat a semester of nursing school, but it taught me that failure is not something to hide from. Rather, it is something to embrace. We often fear failure, but it's a crucial part of the growth process. This is something I try to instill in my children, and that setbacks are expected and are actually opportunities to learn and grow. After much persuasion and a little bribery with Ubas, anybody's familiar with that candy, John Brumman Smith, seated here, convinced me to attempt to make a comeback. Now, after a year and a half of not working out or being involved in athletics at all, to come back to a collegiate level is very intimidating. While I wasn't sure I could return to my previous level, I knew I'd have regrets if I didn't at least try. I'll never forget those workouts during spring break on the indoor track, where John pushed me and encouraged me as we determined whether I could regain some form of the old Breanna. Those moments challenged me to find strength I didn't know I had. When I returned, not only did I compete at my previous level, but I also achieved a goal I'd always aspired for, being named the UWEC Judy Kirkman Scholar Athlete. That recognition wasn't just about my athletic ability, especially through the adversity I had faced with my nursing career. It reflected my perseverance and dedication to my academics. Years later, I faced one of the most devastating experiences of my life, the stillbirth of my child at 35 weeks of pregnancy. The lesson I learned as a Blue Gold of resilience and perseverance and coping with adversity helped me navigate the profound pain and sorrow of that loss. Now, as a parent of 4 incredible kids, whom I love more than words can express, especially when they're sleeping, those same values of resilience, perseverance, and adversity continue to guide me as I coach and support them through their academics, athletics, and personal challenges. They are truly remarkable, and I'm immeasurably proud of their accomplishments and the character they've built. I can't wait to see the amazing things their futures hold, and who knows, maybe they'll be the next generation of Blue Golds. I am truly proud of what I accomplished at UWEC, and I'm deeply grateful to my coaches, teammates, and the university community for helping me become who I am today. This Hall of Fame induction is not just a recognition of athletic achievements, but a testament to the strength and resilience this university instilled in me. Of course, I would not be here tonight without the influence of these incredible people who I will name. First and foremost, I need to thank my parents, who introduced me to the sport of track and field at a very young age. I will never forget going to those Indian Head Kiwanis meets and trying to figure out, I knew I was fast, tried the high jump, and we decided that after I was hurdling the high jump bar that maybe I should try hurdles. Badger State Games, we did that. And my parents were there cheering me on through every race and rarely missed a meet, even as I competed at the collegiate level. I think they went as far as New York for nationals, which was a trip. Their support has been unwavering, and for that I am so very grateful. I also want to thank my brother, Tyler, for putting up with a little sister who often stole the spotlight. I know it wasn't always easy being my sibling, but your support never wavered. Glenn Holstra and Jane Barofka, who were unable to be here tonight, they were two of my high school coaches, who played such an important role in shaping me into the athlete I became. Gwen, one of the best things she did for me is forced me to run 300 hurdles when I was in high school my junior year. I refused to do that before then. In fact, when she told me she was putting me in it, I said, I'm gonna call my mom. That was one of the best things she could have done for me. She saw that potential in me, and I ended up winning second at state that year and winning the state championship in the 300 hurdles my senior year. Gwen and Jane pushed me to my best, and I'm forever grateful for the lessons they taught me. Tracy Youngo. I'd like to give a heartfelt thank you to Tracy. You made my transition to UWEC so much smoother. You were always there, coaching me, spending countless hours by my side, and providing a listening ear when things were tough. You helped me navigate the highs and the lows of my career, and I truly appreciate everything you did for me. And that's very funny that you mentioned the eye problems, because that was part of my anecdote, was the eye plunger. She had an eye plunger for her contact lenses, and at nationals, I had to do a mini operation on her eye, just a little rubber plunger. Chip Schneider. You challenged me with those brutal workouts that pushed me beyond my limits. While all the other 400-meter runners were doing their workouts, I did the same workouts except for 4 hurdles. That was rough. But they shaped me into the athlete I was, and I wouldn't trade those moments for anything. Your expertise and dedication meant so much to me. And I'm not sure what the bigger influence was, your expertise on the track or your humor off the track. I'll never forget that plane ride to New York. John Drummond Smith. Where do I even begin? You were not only an incredible teammate, but also the coach who brought me back to the sport I love when I wasn't sure I could return. You believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. You had my back through thick and thin, and you still do. I will always be grateful for your support, guidance, and friendship. You helped me rediscover my passion for the sport and finish out my collegiate career on a high note. Thank you. Jennifer Reimers-Gasly. You pushed me to my limits and made me a stronger athlete. But more than that, you've been there for me through some of my toughest moments, offering not just your strength, but your friendship. Your unwavering support, your ability to challenge me and lift me up at the same time, it's something I'll be forever grateful for. Our friendship has grown over the years into something truly invaluable to me. I can't thank you enough for not only being there for me, but for embracing my children as they grow in their own athletic journeys, and for being a constant source of love, support, and joy in all our lives. Mary Jo Coons Walters, you embraced me as a little freshman who followed your every move as a senior. Mary Jo was a senior for UWEC when I was a freshman. We did the same events, and I followed her everywhere. Our bond has only grown stronger over the years. Your friendship and guidance have meant more to me than I can ever express. And I will never forget that freshman year nationals, my first year ever as nationals. We measured our spikes, and my spikes were too long. I started bawling, just devastated. I didn't know what to do, my spikes are too long. Mary Jo came over and she's like, it's okay, it's fine. She takes the spikes over and starts grinding them on the concrete. She's like, there. Not to mention John, Jen, Mary Jo, and then also Christy Hansen, who was on the track team with us. All were in my wedding. So that should tell you what kind of relationships we developed through this track program. Stacy, my husband, my best friend, thank you for being by my side through every moment. You've experienced the highs and lows with me, and your unwavering support has been a cornerstone for my strength. I'm so lucky to have you as a partner in life. Riley, Trey, Remy, and Tyson, my children, thank you for being so awesome, especially when you're sleeping. You've shown me that lessons of perseverance, resilience, and hard work are something I can pass on to you. I'm proud of how you've handled challenges in your own lives, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to offer a little coaching advice here and there along the wicket. Finally, I want to thank God, because through Him, all things are possible. His grace and guidance have been a constant source of strength in my life. Thank you very much for considering me for this award. I'm very, very honored and humbled